Hello, my fellow plumbing bros. How you doing today? Welcome to Potty Talk Live. Hey, I'm having a great day. How about you? You having a great day? If you're having a great day, hey, throw a 1 down in the comments for me, all right? If you see that. But I'm having a great day. I'm excited about this show. I'm looking forward to talking with this young man. It's going to be a great show. Hey, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, and I'm your host for Potty Talk Live. And man, I just have a passion for plumbing. I have a passion for helping plumbers all over the world. And hey, before we get started, I got a freebie for you. You want a freebie? How about that? I got something free for you here. I want to give you my 7 must-knows to be a $1 million plumber. All right. There's no strings attached. There's no catch. It's just a free gift for you. And if you'll go to, you can get that. You can pick that up at facebook.com/the $1 Million Plumber, and just click on the Learn More button down below, and it'll lead the way here. But pick up your free copy of that. It is the 7 must-knows to be a $1 million plumber. In it, you'll find 7 keys that you must know to be a $1 million plumber. All right, so let's get started on today's show here. And I'm looking forward to, I've been looking forward to going back and forth with this next guest here. It's a young man from New Ipswich. I got to make sure I say that correctly. He'll correct me when we get there. But New Ipswich, New Hampshire, and he's the owner of Easy A's Plumbing and Heating. I sure like to bring up, I think I have his site up. There we go. Does that look familiar? Let's bring Andrew on here. Andrew, you there? There we go, Andrew. How you doing? We make it?
Good. Yourself?
All right, I'm doing great. How are you doing, man?
Not bad. We're expecting a bunch of snow here in a couple hours, so that'll be fun.
All right. Well, we got a little bit of snow here in Indiana, but just a little bit, probably nothing like what you guys get. But yesterday it felt like spring. Today it's back at winter here. But are you working inside or outside today?
I'm sorry, one more time? We broke up a little bit there.
Are you working inside or outside today?
Oh, I'm inside. Well, I'm on a final inspection, so everything's done. I'm just kind of waiting on inspector, and then luckily enough, time worked out here for us to chat. So I'm inside at the moment.
All right. Hey, well, I really appreciate you being on the show here. And let's see here. Let's get us both on here. Hey, there we are. There we got both of us on the screen here. They can see both of us. So, hey, well, as we said, we look forward to the show. We talk with plumbing pros just like you all around the world. And today we're interested in hearing about, your story and how you got into plumbing and so forth. And as we look for some nuggets of gold.
Off, which is a pretty crummy feeling.
Oh.
And I picked up, some side work with UPS. It was around the holidays, so they need like sub drivers or whatever.
Yeah.
And the plumbing houses that we stopped at were fairly a lot of owners, and I said, man, they got a lot of stuff, and I like plumbing. I don't mind the work. I work hard, so we'll give it a shot. Nothing phases me, and I kind of dove in feet first into service, and just took off from there.
That's kind of a familiar story. I know we all kind of have, I think, similar stories like that. I never expected to be into plumbing. I just kind of fell into it. I got out of the Navy, and it looked like a good job, and someone offered me a job, and went from there. But so, how long have you had your plumbing business? How long have you had Easy A's, which is a fun name, by the way? Tell us how you came up with that name.
So I've had the company about 3 years, and when I started, obviously it was just me. So my name's Andrew, and I'm a pretty easygoing guy. So I just took the first letter of my name at that point. And then so it just kind of worked. And the ultimate thing is I have my 2 brothers that work for me, and they're both A names. So now we've got 3 A's with Easy A's. So it works out. All
right. Well, good. So you've been doing your own thing for about 3 years. So how's it going? What's your expertise, or what's your favorite kind of plumbing job?
So I personally love service. I love making people's day. I love coming in there with the cape on and just, you bang it out, fix the problem, everyone's happy, and you move on to the next one. I do new construction as well. It's just I'm bored with new construction. I can't be in one space for too long, which is why I have employees now. So I have them doing new construction. I do layout and whatnot, and they install the pipe, and then I'll run around doing service, picking up parts and whatnot, and shagging and running back to the guys to make sure things are going there. So, yeah, a lot of bouncing around, but I dig it. When you make someone's day, whether it be a small toilet flapper or like an oil tank explosion or there's poop raining from somewhere, you walk in there and you fix the problem and everyone's happy.
Oh man, that brings back memories. Yeah, I love service too. And that's I kind of push that. I've done it all as well, but I love the service side. Like you said, it's something new and different, and I enjoy truly making somebody's day. Like you say, whether something's clogged up or or supplying some pretty new cool piece of equipment. So it's service for me was the way to go. So do you are you time and material or are you flat rate?
Sorry, one more time. Sorry about that.
Okay, are you time and material, or are you flat rate?
Oh no, we are not flat rate. I just did time and material, frankly, because it was easier. I looked at the flat rate guys and I saw, there's potential there, but I don't know. With the time material, I just find it to be easier, to be honest with you. You're upfront with the customer and be like, look, it could go this way, it could go that way. Here's where we're at now, and they just kind of make the call. And everybody hopes for the best. You're not hopefully, going to be ripping out a whole ton of the ceiling or something to make it work. And it seems to work out well.
Well, just to kind of threw that question at you there. It's this morning we've had a lot of conversations about that in other areas and our, that flat rate, time and material. The thing really about it is, the flat rate allows you the opportunity to sell on value. And it's been very good to me. So I had a conversation earlier today about it, and it did very good to me. But I understand, the time and material is very important. At least your cost and those kinds of things. But the opportunity to really do, to make some good money is in the flat rate area. So, but that's good. All right, man. Hey, so you've been doing your own thing for about 3 years. And, you've been in plumbing, for some years before that. You've seen a lot, so, share a story, something that maybe scary or yucky or funny or weird. You got a story for us?
Oh, so about a month ago, I get out to this woman's house. This septic's all backed up, and I can't pull the cover. And so I go in the house and say, look, your septic's definitely plugged. If you come out and and have the septic guy pull it, well, I won't have a problem. But in the meantime, I'll section off the first floor plumbing. That way there you can still use the second floor plumbing, but use it sparingly. And so she supposedly did that. The next day I get there, the septic company still hadn't come out. And she had said she'd used a little bit. So I grabbed my truck and I wrapped a tow strap around the handle of the septic cover. And when I pulled it off with my truck, it was like a poop volcano, man. Like it was 4.5 thing from the head pressure coming out of the house. And it was cool. She was not happy, but it was cool.
Well, were you able to get out of the way before it blew on you? But I said, were you able to get out of the way before it blew on you, or did you get covered in poo?
Well, I just kept driving because once the cover gave, I just kept rolling forward as the it's almost like an oil guy's thing. Texas tea sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Texas tea, black gold. It can be black gold in one sense, but not when it's on you.
Exactly.
Oh man, it's fun hearing those kinds of stories. Of things blowing up that way on you. But a lot of times it happens to your helper. So I didn't know if you had a helper nearby standing by, and he was the one that got busted, but oh man, that's good. So what? Just to change it up.
Fine.
Hey, go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say that the helpers, on the other hand, I don't know about the rest of the country, but they are few and far between out here. I hope everyone else is having an easier time finding help, because, man, it's taking the people to work. Yeah,
it's a different time. No matter where we talk to, and even other countries, that issue of finding helpers is always a challenge, and and it's always has been a challenge. For almost I've been in the plumbing industry for almost 30 years. And it's always been an issue, how do you find good help? So it's not going to go away. It's not just your problem. It's not because of you. But there are some things that you can do to help, know what kind of help you're looking for. You're not just looking for a warm body. So you got to be looking in the right area kind of a thing. But it'll be something you always work with. And, as you grow, your first couple helpers, are the hardest to find. After that, it does get easier. I don't know if it gets easier because, not necessarily because there's more of them. You just get used to it more. So, yeah. Thanks for sharing that, man. All right. Hey, got another question for you. And it looks like, oh, no, we lost our man here. We lost Andrew. So you probably heard he had a little bit of a bad connection. And that happens at times here. Andrew, he's probably trying to get back in. We'll see if he shows up here. But that bad thing about finding helpers, that's always an issue. We do a lot of conversations. I have a lot of conversations about that. A lot of guys I'm working with are, they have that kind of question. And again, I'll just echo that what I just said, that in 30 years it's never gotten easier. And it's always an issue. But if you take a look, what you really want to do is you want to sit down and figure out what kind of help you're looking for. You're not just looking for a warm body. You're looking for a certain kind of person. And in my case, as Andrew was mentioning, he's big in service, and so was I. I was really focused on service with my company. And so I was looking for a certain kind of guy. We weren't just doing rough end stuff. We were dealing with people. So, and we needed to be available. And so I was, I looked for things. I actually took out a piece of paper and would recommend you to do the same thing, where we create what's called, an avatar. And I took out a piece of paper and wrote down the things that my avatar, characteristics that he would have. And I even gave him a name, so I knew what I was looking for. And I was looking for things, a lot of times, when I first started out being a young guy, and that's kind of when we start out, I was still a little wild, and I didn't necessarily want a guy like me. And, I was looking for a married guy. So, and so I had things like that. So I recommend you kind of do a similar kind of a thing. So, hey, it looks like, hey, Andrew, you're back. Are you back?
I am. Sorry about that. The weather's getting spotty over here.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, it happens. I know when we're out, I think, out in different areas, have different connections. So that was fine. So thanks for coming back. So, hey, I just kind of went off a little bit of a rant of, what it takes to, find good helpers, that kind of a thing. So, hey, let's move on here. Hey, what has you fired up about the plumbing industry?
The ever-changing, really. There's always something new and exciting. And out here, because you got Massachusetts, New Hampshire, we got some old crap out here that I get to really play with and dive into. So, I've done houses that got lead feeds, they got lead in the chaseway, followed by brass screw pipe, followed by copper, then PEX. I got the whole gamut in some of these houses. So It's really fun. I really enjoy the indifference in the job.
Hey, it's great. That is kind of the thing that it still has me fired up about it. There's so many changes, happening. You still get to deal with the old stuff, and with the new technology, there's fun stuff coming out. And I think you hit on something. I kind of get, I kind of parrot this, often, but I say that robots aren't going to take our jobs. They still need a plumber. So there's all kinds of opportunity with that, because, like you said, you got all this old stuff, you got the new stuff, and they need us, man. They need us. So what?
Exactly.
That's right. Hey, what kind of tool do you recommend? What's your favorite tool?
My favorite tool. Probably my 11-in-1 comes the most handiest. It's a Milwaukee
Yeah.
11-in-1.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost a million of them, unfortunately, but
Okay.
but it's my favorite tool. It's my go-to tool for a nut driver, for really anything. And then my Super Hog is my other thing. I love that thing. It's kissed me a couple times on the chin. You can't see now, but there's some scars under there.
All right.
But all in all, it's been pretty good. They're both of my two favorite tools. And then the new one, the Mega Press and Pro Press. I haven't got my hands on one yet because they're super expensive, but that's my next
Yeah.
purchase. Those look awesome.
All right. So are you a tool guy? What's your truck look like? Some guys, they have every kind of tool, and that kind of a thing. Where are you as a tool guy between?
I'm brand loyal. But,
Yeah.
So back in my apprenticeship days, I mean, I had any tool I could get my hand on because you're making like $8 an hour, So whatever you get your hand on, what you got. And then after a while, I got mad because I had 4 different chargers for 4 different batteries and a boatload of tools. So I went all brand name and went to Milwaukee. And I can't say enough good things about them. I love Team Red and White, and they have a really nice line of plumbing tools.
Yep.
I don't know about Sparky tools, but plumbing tools are where it's at for me, obviously. So I'm just brand loyal at this point. And their new transfer pumps, wicked cool. Their backpacks, nice for service. It's just, I could go on and on. I really dig. I'm a big fan of Milwaukee.
Well, we have that in common other than just plumbing, being plumbing bros. I was a big Milwaukee guy too, and
Nice.
loved it. And it's just what I, started using, and you just get in the same kind of a thing. I had wanted to go towards one, have the same equipment in where you can replace batteries and that kind of stuff easily. And I wound up being a Milwaukee guy too. So there's a lot of good brands out there, and they all can get the job done. But it's fun to hear what the different guys are into. So all right, man. Hey, it's time for the lightning round. Okay, here's where we speed it up a little bit here. And we talk about that. I'm going to ask you some either or questions like Coke or Pepsi, and you say
Coke.
All right, Coke. So that's how it's going to go. Okay. So we'll have all right, you ready? Ready to do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. PVC or ABS?
PVC. We don't have a lot of ABS out here.
That's right. General or rigid?
Rigid.
All right, I'm a rigid guy too. I think Milwaukee or DeWalt? I got to ask it for the
Milwaukee.
All right, that's right. I know. There's more DeWalt guys out there. I don't know what that, but more seem to be DeWalt. Poly or PEX?
PEX.
PEX. All right. Copper or CPVC?
Copper.
CPVC. Talked to a guy. They said I've been telling this story because I just can't believe it. But spent time in Brazil, and they would have 8-inch CPVC water lines. Ugh.
Wow.
I know. Residential or commercial?
Residential.
Okay. We knew that. You said that earlier. All right. Tank or tankless?
Tankless.
Tankless? You get more tankless up there, New Hampshire?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, we get a lot of boilers, so the tankless just comes in handy.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite tankless model? Let's throw that out there. What's your favorite tankless model? The tankless
Behney.
Behney? Yeah.
Behney's nice.
Behney. Okay. All right, here we go. We're back at it here. Taco Bell or McDonald's?
What was that?
Taco Bell or McDonald's?
Taco Bell.
All right. Okay. It's important, It's important what we eat throughout the day, right? Work for them. All right. Trench or trenchless?
Trenchless.
Okay. Here we go. Listen up. Red Bull or coffee? Red Bull or coffee? Red Bull or coffee to drink?
Hey, coffee in the morning and Red Bull around 6 p.m.
Okay. keep you going overtime? All right. solder fitting or shark bite?
Solder.
All right, good man. Adjustable wrench or channel locks?
Channel locks.
There we go. I think I spent 30 years with a pair of channel locks in my back pocket. My uniforms, I always wore out my pockets, having a pair of channel locks in my back pocket. All right.
You know how many seats I've ripped because of those stupid handles?
I know, that's right. I had to get on my guys with my trucks. They get in the trucks and they rip the seats. It's like, man, what? Well, I did the same thing, So it's like, hey, one more question here for you. We'll get close to letting you go here and getting back at it. I know you have an inspection coming up. We'll get you back on it. But what's the best advice you've ever received?
So I got this Bosnian plumber, and about 3 years when I made that jump, I talked to him quite a bit, and he's over in the States now, and he's a plumber over here, owns his own company. And he said, you're new at this. You're going to hit every flipping pothole they got out there. Just be determined, put your head down, and keep going forward. Don't let anything stop you. And that's what I've done. And there's been a lot of times where I'm like, holy crap, throw the wrench in. But, I just take a deep breath. The next day is a new day, and you just keep going forward. That's what you got to do. I'm in too deep now to get out. So
that's right. Andrew, that's great advice, guys. I hope you listen up on that. I mean, that's a true. Andrew just gave us a true nugget of gold. First of all, you got in the ring. Hey, Andrew, I just respect you as a guy that's got in the ring. You're doing your own thing, and you're right. You get in the ring, you're going to get hit in the face once in a while, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes it's like, wow, get this week over with.
That's right. But hey, you either curl up in the fetal position, or you pick yourself up, and get back at it. That's how winning is done. That's how building wealth, in the plumbing industry is done, right?
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, that's some great advice. All right. Well, Andrew, we're about going to wrap things up here. And again,
thanks for having me.
Hey, it was great having you on the show here. I know you got to get back to work and get an inspection off. But thanks for sharing your wisdom and your time with us. And we wish you all the best. All right.
You as well, sir. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Hey, you too, brother. Take care. All right, guys, there we have it. It's about time to wrap up this episode of Plumbing Talk Live, and we hope you're having a great day. And as always, I'm here to help. And, if you're looking to get more customers and to make more money, to grow your plumbing businesses, hey, check me out at themilliondollarplumber.com. And I got a few things there that I can help you with that. It's my passion to help you. But we'll leave it at that until tomorrow, until our next episode. As always, plumb like a champion.